What is going on, YouTube? I am Prepper Princess, the author of Living on Almost Nothing. If you are interested in purchasing my book, I will go ahead and leave a link down in the description box below. Today, we're going to talk about a different kind of job, and that is not a part-time job, not a full-time job, not a side gig job, but seasonal jobs. We have 4 seasons. We've got summer, winter, fall, and spring. And every single one of these seasons has different opportunities available for you to work where you don't have to commit to a lifelong career with a specific company. You don't have to show up every day, 9 to 5. You don't have to work weekends and holidays and miss out on Christmas and Thanksgiving and Easter with your entire family if you don't want to. These jobs typically do not come with benefits, but if you were to do these jobs correctly, you can make an extra $6,000 to $8,000 per season. And if you were to invest that money over time, you would become a millionaire if you start young. So let's go ahead and start first, which is the easiest one, which is winter. That is the Christmas season. Yay, holiday spirit, where retail is king. So just some, and some delivery services, but just, you know, this is typically done November through February. The seasonal jobs are almost always part-time. And when you go in for your interview, make sure that they know, I have a full-time job, if you have a full-time job, and this is my availability. I refuse to work on Christmas, whatever the case may be. Just make sure that you have that in writing beforehand so that you'll be rehireable next year if you want to go back. So retail, you've got Walmart, Target, Kohl's, Ross, Marshalls. All of those loss leader ones are going to be big ones too, like Ross and Kohl's and Marshalls, TJ Maxx. Those are the ones that are going to need the most help. And it's typically November, right after the day after Thanksgiving starts. They'll probably need help a little bit before Thanksgiving just to get the Black Friday sales started. And then it lasts through February. So you've got the whole you've got the Christmas shopping season, and then they're going to need your extra help for all those people who are coming in and doing returning all of their merchandise, and also doing late Christmas shopping, because believe it or not, a lot of people do their Christmas shopping after Christmas. I know, it's really strange. Another one is like UPS and FedEx. So Amazon, online retailers are, people are moving more towards online shopping, and a lot of delivery services are going to need help. The post office might even hire seasonally, but UPS and FedEx are pretty much, the primary ones that hire seasonally. And UPS and FedEx actually pay really, really well. And I know that a lot of these places, if you are really good at your job, if you are really good at it seasonally, not only will they hire you back next year, but they might offer you a full-time permanent position if that's something that you want. But again, you can always turn them down, come back the next season. The next one is spring, which is typically February through June. So February through June is going to be, first of all, let's start with gardening centers. These are your local gardening centers, not the big box store ones. But February through June is typically the planting season. This is when they're getting the majority of their business for the entire year. So you definitely want to check with your nurseries if that is something that you're interested in. Other ones are places like parks and recreation. So this isn't just like parks. Now I'm thinking of the TV show. Okay, I'm getting my mind out of there. So this is places like toll booths. So people will go to the lake or the marina. They'll have to pay for parking, their boat fees, whatever. Toll booth operators are really in demand. Typically, they have more working at this time of year than they do any other time of year. And they do have really good, I don't want to say benefits, but they have lots of perks. Some of these parks will actually pay for your room and board. So if you're thinking a big place like Yosemite, for instance, that's just an example. If you're doing that seasonally, they will give you your own cabin and your own food or your own food vouchers, or per diem. Campsite cleanup. So this is the big time camping, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, camping, and they need rangers to go in there and clean up the campsites. Outdoor and indoor tour guides. So just an example, I went on a tour at a place called the Moaning Caverns in Angels Camp. I was talking to the ranger, and she was a seasonal ranger, and she went down, took us in to look at the stalagmites, the stalactites, the giant drops, cool stuff like that, and she was doing it seasonally. Another one is baseball and softball, or if you know any other sports, being an umpire. This typically pays per game. It's only on the weekends, for the most part, but you get paid, I think it's like $25 or $35 per game, and you just show up, you do the game, and then you go home. And sometimes they have tournaments where you can do back-to-back games, 3-4 games a day. Pretty easy job. It's not like you're lugging a lot of equipment or sitting behind a desk. You're out there, you're having fun, you're being an umpire. The next one is going to be the summer season, which is typically June through September. So June through September, summer is kind of a tough one. You don't really want to be out in the heat and in the sun too much. That's just me. I think it's bad for your health, but summer, lifeguard. Lifeguard is a big one. So the beaches, the swimming pools, the swimming centers, this is where lifeguards are going to be at a premium. And it is just a seasonal job. I mean, I don't recall ever seeing a lifeguard in the winter. Babysitting. So this is also a big vacation time. Parents are going to want to go on vacation. There are some sort of positions where people will actually hire a babysitter to go with them on vacation and stay in the hotel room with the child or children while they go out and do their thing. I don't know if I would want to do it that way because that's kind of like a wasted vacation where you don't get to do anything. But at the same time, hey, maybe you can look out the hotel window outside to Hawaii or Paris or Egypt. I don't know. But babysitting is a big one, and a lot of them have in-home nannies. They'll request in-home nannies. Most of these are going to require a CPR certification, which typically, if you call your police station or your fire department, they'll direct you to where you can get CPR certification. Lawn services is going to be a big one too. So a lot of people will have their lawns serviced on a regular basis, but sometimes these lawn services get overbooked and it's a bit out of control. So mowing lawns, not too hard. It's not something where you have to go to another company. You can just go knocking door to door with your lawnmower in hand. Almost nobody's going to turn you down. June through September is really big on pizza deliveries for some reason. Now, I see a lot of places for pizza delivery like Pizza Hut, Round Table, Domino's, and they're requesting seasonal delivery drivers, which gives you the opportunity to have a permanent part-time job. Something you might want to consider. But another one that you can do that, in my opinion, is a bit better and is probably going to pay you a little bit more is DoorDash. I don't think you get any free pizza with DoorDash, but DoorDash pays anywhere from $15 to $25 an hour, and you use your own vehicle. The next one is going to be the fall season. So fall season is going to be September and October, and this is really, really simple. Mowing and leaf retrieval, leaves, raking up leaves in yards. This is where all of the leaves are falling. People do not have the time to rake their own leaves. Go out there with a couple garbage bags and a rake, offer to do it for $20. I can guarantee you're going to make like $100 a day doing that. I did that as a kid. Haunted houses. So haunted houses are the big thing in September and October. People hire to you. I would love to work in a haunted house. You get to be like the scary clown, or you get to chase little kids, or be something really scary and just scare people, see their reactions. I think that would be a good time. But that is obviously the season to be doing that. I actually did a live, gun zombie apocalypse thing a few years ago where they gave you, a fake gun and you had to shoot the zombies, and they had these thick collars on their neck that would beep, that would let you know that they're dead. It was a really great experience. That was fun. Same thing, corn mazes. So they're going to need people working inside of the corn maze to direct people how to get out of the corn maze. We all get lost in there. It's not fun. So just take a look at your local farms, see what they're offering, see if this is something that is right for you. But don't forget to take that extra $6,000 to $8,000 per season and invest it in a really good mutual fund following the S&P, and you are gonna be a millionaire. Do what you can with what you've got. Prepper Princess out.